Episode 28
28
of the NerdTurd podcast. Gene, you dating anyone yet?
Nope.
That sucks.
Gene, are you self-partnered, would you say?
Yep.
What? All right, so let me give some context. This Emma Stone came out and said,
Stone,
Emma Watson,
bro.
whatever.
Wow, dude, are you even a nerd?
Dude, speaking of Emma Stone, I saw Zombieland 2, and she looks old, and the girl who played Little Rock looked like a freaking manatee.
That is very true. I legitimately think the reason she's not in that movie a lot is because she doesn't look like the same
Yeah,
person.
do you think she just showed up to work on the first day and they're like, oh, we got to rewrite this whole movie to where she's not in it?
I think she just hung out with Tallahassee and ate too many Twinkies from the first movie.
It's also been 10 years since the first
It's been,
Zombieland.
yeah, and it looks like it hit.
You can tell.
It looks like it was 28 for her. She looked like a single mom who went through it, and she's in her mid-30s, and her kids yell at her too much. That's what she looks like.
We're coming out hot in episode 28.
Yeah.
Like there were scenes where she would just look at the camera and smile, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Hey, all you
you're
single
a
moms
celebrity
out there, I think you're beautiful.
Yeah, you're beautiful.
So episode 28.
No disagreements here.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say to that. Tell
Well,
them what we're
anyway,
going to talk about.
Well, it's everything. All right, so what we're going to talk about is Disney Plus dropping on at the time you'll be listening to this, it'll be like in 3 days or whatever, right?
One day.
Tomorrow, like the next day.
Wait,
Uno dia.
really? So this is dropping Tuesday?
No, this episode drops
No,
Monday.
you know what I mean. Disney
and then
Plus.
Disney Plus drops Tuesday.
Bro, your
So,
brain is hurt.
One day.
No, that's exactly what I said.
Not at all.
You said 3 days.
Well, I mean, the first time it was just.
How
like
are
a-
you?
Whoa,
I can't
chill,
understand
dude,
how
you're so
Kevin
loud.
defends himself over something like that. Like, why does he fight that
first
he's
time-
right over even something like
The
that?
first time I said 3 days generally. The second time when I said this drops on Tuesday, I meant Disney Plus drops on Tuesday.
You're so right, Kevin. Like,
Yeah.
I
Sorry for arguing with you.
You're right.
What's wrong about that? Do you never use general terms like the and this?
But you're
those,
saying that now
that?
after you realize you were wrong.
You don't
you
think
wouldn't
I
have
know
said
that
that at the beginning.
our podcast drops on Mondays?
I don't know.
And there's a
I don't
thing,
know what happens in your
there's
mind.
a thing that I said we're going to talk about dropping on Tuesday. You don't think there's any chance I could have been talking about that?
I don't know how you got 3 out of that because both of those are one
Jeez,
away
bro.
from each other.
All right, man. All right. Yes, I was wrong when I generalized and said 3 days.
Clip it.
You feel
Everyone clip it. Did you hear those words?
You feel better
I
about that?
was wrong. Clip it. We just need it.
Gene, what's been going on this
That's
week,
going to go in
man?
the archives, man. The archives.
Gene, what's been going on this week?
I mean, it's just been actually a normal week. You know? We got a YouTube channel.
Yeah, we do.
We got
We actually do.
a podcast.
At the
yeah,
time
we
of,
do.
At the time of us recording this, so episode 27 is what dropped on the YouTube. That's the first one we've dropped. Had over 100 views.
Which is wild. Over 17 subscribers.
That doesn't sound too impressive.
So 18 or more.
I don't know at the time of this listen, so I say over because we can't have less than. Well, I guess someone could unsubscribe. Please don't.
I mean, we could have 23. We could generalize, you know? And
Yeah, it could be
50
plus or minus
or-
3 or 5, but I mean, it's all generalization, so I can't be wrong.
What? That's so unbelievably different. Gene, were you heartbroken or excited when Emma Watson said she was self-partnered?
I mean,
What do you think being self-partnered means?
It means she's not alone because she has herself.
That's super
Yeah,
weird.
I mean,
Isn't that the most 20?
I feel like there's just a very sophisticated way.
Do you feel
of
like that's
saying,
kind of a deal breaker? If
what?
someone,
Is she self-partnered?
yeah,
I don't know. I just I like
Not
to
that
look
she-
at it as a very sophisticated way of saying that she's single and ready to mingle.
that
But
But
The
she's
fact that-
partnered, though.
like what kind of
With
She's
herself.
not single, though.
with herself,
Right, but that means she's whole. She doesn't need a partner.
what kind of person do you got to be to say you're self-partnered?
Emma Watson.
Insecure.
You think it's a super secure thing or super insecure thing?
Insecure.
Yeah, girls
I
are
don't
weird.
know.
You know what I'm super glad I never have to do anymore? Date. You know?
I mean,
Because I
it's-
never have to listen to a girl
I-
tell me she's self-partnered ever again.
Before anyone takes us out of context, we date our wives, clearly. But we don't have to do the whole, hey, you like me? Hey, you want to have a TLDR? Not TLDR. What's it
Too
called?
long didn't read.
DTR. Well, you want to have a DTR? Do we like each other? We just text every day. That's the thing.
Yeah. Did you have a good week, Chris?
I did. It was awesome. I worked. I learned more about Google. Here's a Google Cloud sticker for anyone that's wondering. You see it? It's beautiful. It's brand.
Yeah, man, that's pretty cool.
You know what else is on brand?
Oh my gosh.
That's very on brand for brown eyes.
I guess it's true. I said Chris Brown Eyes.
Yeah, you didn't introduce him correctly.
Yeah, dude. Who's Chris?
Nah, he pissed me off.
You're mad, man. You salty.
I'm a salty dog. So we got some stuff popping off this week.
We got stuff popping off.
First off, I want to give a special shout out and a special thank you to a guy that I can't pronounce his name.
I got you.
Let's hear it.
Steven Kasperzik.
Casper Zick.
But he goes by Casper, right?
He does. He goes by
Casper,
Casper.
the friendly ghost.
Yeah, he hooked us up with a bunch of cameras, so Gene looks more beautiful.
That is true. You can look in high def Gene's face. What?
Well,
Those
it was
aren't
actually
words.
technically high def before.
Higher def.
There you go. Yeah, higher def.
Yeah, dude.
So, but yeah,
You can see all the individual hairs in Parker's beard now.
I'm not.
Can you not?
I mean, I guess you can.
You
I
tell
don't
us,
know.
YouTube.
I mean,
Yeah, I guess you could tell us.
but no, thank you. You hooked us up with a bunch of stuff. That was dope.
Yeah, 1 week's time we got overhauled big time.
And so if
I would
you,
say we leveled up.
We did level up. Yeah,
Yeah,
He filled up that XP bar, dog.
yeah, for sure.
Would you say power level,
So
like in
if-
Borderlands?
If you know Casper, you should give him a hug and a kiss for us. If you don't know him, you should know him. He's a pretty cool guy.
You should know him.
He's a very cool guy. He's very smart.
He's very smart.
He told me the other day that he was debating doing a Twitch stream of him playing games and talking about equipment while wearing a Darth Vader mask.
Casper, you should do that.
Like,
I told him he definitely should do that 'cause
What
it's so
equipment?
funny.
What equipment would he be talking about?
Just like all the ins and outs of everything, like computery. You know, it's just something that people just like
That's
hang out
beautiful.
and talk
Thank you for
about
that,
the
Kev.
game, but also like technical stuff. There's a niche for that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That probably wouldn't excite me very much, but there's people that would excite.
Yeah, there's people that would eat that up.
I think there's just part of me when people start talking about things that are too smart for me that like my eyes just glaze over.
Yeah,
know?
my head hurts, I think, when that happens. It's got like mad headaches. Like it was just too
You
much
get
thinking.
headaches?
Yeah, dude, because your brain's working too
It
hard.
just cramps up.
Yeah, just
But no, seriously, thanks, Casper. I don't get to see you as much as I'd like in real life, but you're cool. You're a cool
Thank
guy.
you.
thanks, Casper.
Now on to some actual nerd stuff, because he's a cool guy. So we found out, or not found out, maybe we already knew this, but realized that Star Wars Fallen Order and Pokemon Sword and Shield both drop on November 15th.
It's the week. I can't decide which one I'm going to buy because I can only
Pokemon.
buy one this month.
You're going to get Pokemon.
I'm probably going to buy Pokemon
I know you're
this
going to
month.
get Pokemon.
I'm probably going to buy Pokemon.
I'm not going to buy Star Wars Fallen Order until it's cheap.
I'm definitely going to... That's one of those games I feel like I got to wait till I see some reviews.
I call that the Gene Special.
The Gene Special?
I'm not going to care about reviews because I know everyone's going to be like, it was single player, it's too short, I hate it, it's the worst. I just know that that's going to happen because everyone expects every game to be Call of Duty or Destiny or WoW.
Call of Duty sucks.
I actually like the new Call of Duty, Gene.
I have heard that it's really good.
A lot of people like it.
But-
And
And I'm not a
kinda
Call.
tempted.
I'm not a Call of Duty guy. I'm team Call of Duty is a busted game, but this new one, I don't know why, but I was just like, I'm gonna check it out, and I dropped the money, and it's awesome. I'm kind of wish I was playing it right now.
I definitely thought about getting it.
If you realize that mouse and keyboard are a little sweatier than normal, it's because I'm going hard this week, dude.
The pores of that mouse are just filled up with sweat.
Yeah, so just
What?
knock the Dorito dust off of the keys and.
Just get into the podcast, you know.
But no, it's really good. I'm gonna. Here's the real question: y'all gonna get Pokemon Shield or Pokemon Sword?
Honestly, both of the legendaries are super lame looking. So, like, I don't know which one. I'll probably get Sword just because I feel like that's kind of my MO is like,
I don't know.
I don't care anything about defensive players. So, if like this Shield guy is like a super high defense, I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's his like attributes.
Oh, gotcha. Like if it. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna get Sword because it sounds cooler.
Sword does sound cooler, but I
I'll
definitely
Like,
know
I think it's
Shield
easier-
because I'm gonna be the opposite of you guys.
I think it's just easier to justify my wife if I'm buying something that's Pokemon Sword versus Pokemon Shield, you know?
Agree. Or if you bought Shield, you just need to never like tell her that you thought you had the option to buy Sword. You know? Like if you like purposely pick Shield over Sword, you know, that says a lot.
I'm gonna be honest though, like I'll probably end up getting it, but
You're gonna get it. Don't
I
you?
know,
I've heard
but-
a lot of good things
But
about it.
I mean, it looks really cool, and I loved Let's Go Pikachu. Like everything to do with that is super fun. I'm not like super excited about how they're trying to push the like community aspect, like the Dynamax battling and all of that. Like, you know, I don't really know all the ins and outs of it, but like,
Gene's a lone wolf.
well, that's the
That's
thing
true.
is like one of the things that like I really liked about all of the Pokemon games on, you know, Game Boy and even playing Let's Go is like it's a game that like I can enjoy by myself and like I don't have to. There's no multiplayer aspect that I have to worry about. Like I have to worry about internet connectivity. Like I don't have to worry about playing with anybody else.
Yeah,
like
you
doing
can just
all that
pour
stuff.
yourself a nice glass
And,
of
like-
wine, get into some pajamas,
Yeah,
and
of
just catch
course.
some Pokemon.
For sure. But like I definitely think that like I know that it's going to be super fun and like, you know, Pokemon Go is super fun and all of the raids and stuff like that are fun, but you know, I don't like feeling like if I don't step into the multiplayer aspect that I'm going to miss out on some of the
Yeah.
best content of the game.
I really
you know?
feel like it's going to be a good balance of both. Like I think you're going to be able to go into that, but I don't think there are things that you like can't unlock and can't like.
You know what was a
do and
genius
experience
idea
without
about the
that.
original Pokemon? I can't believe that they were smart enough to think about this. Just have like, what was it, like 4 or 5 Pokemon that you had to trade with a friend to get them to
Oh,
evolve.
to get both like versions of the game, like you had
Yeah.
to find someone with the other version of the game.
Yeah, well, so you had to get the other version of the game to catch all 150, but just to get a Pokemon to evolve, you had to find someone to trade it to that you trusted to trade them back. So
Yeah,
when
that's true.
they evolved on the trade.
it was like that's the only way to get Gollum. I
I
think
was going to
was
say,
one
do you
was
guys
like-
remember all of the OGs that you had to do for that?
Gollum, Gengar.
Machamp?
Yes.
Yep, Machamp, and there's one more, right?
Was it Alakazam?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I think that's all 4.
Which those are cool Pokemon.
those are really
Yeah,
cool
those
Pokemon.
are really cool.
And yeah,
I saw a graphic of all the Pokemon they're leaving out of the new game, and it's pretty sad.
like what?
Like all the Alakazams, like Abra,
Gene,
Kadabra, and Alakazam.
Can you try to
aren't
find
even
that
in
real
there.
quick?
Yes.
It's like a chart gene that's got like every Pokemon that's ever existed, and then in red is the ones that's out. I think it's actually a leak. So I mean, I don't know how you feel about Pokemon leaks. If you do, just go ahead and fast forward a little bit. But
I
you
mean,
know, if you-
what is there?
it's going to be 4 days after.
This is also
this
just
comes
like
out.
if it's a leak, it's probably also a chance that it's wrong, right?
That's true. It definitely could be wrong. But I will tell you, while
Unless
Gene's
the
pulling this
Pokedex
up,
was leaked.
I'll tell you about this. For the first time in my history of playing Pokemon, I think I'm going to choose a grass starter.
Wow.
Really?
I think I'm going to pick Grookey. Because here's what you need to know. Grookey is a monkey that's a grass Pokemon that also has
This
drumsticks.
is so hard to read.
And he just looks kind of tough. And he looks cool.
Hold on, the fire Pokemon is called Score Bunny.
Score Bunny, yeah, it's a bunny.
Do we know what their evolved forms look like? Okay, I think I found it right here.
Yeah,
Actually.
you can find them. They're
The water Pokemon is definitely the coolest one, the coolest of all.
Oh, here you go. I got you. We'll look at this. So you can't really see
Look at
this. It's like
that
it's terrible
thing.
to look at, but I'll try to find a better one.
Is
But
green what's in there?
green is what is in.
Yeah,
So
green's
literally
in
the
there.
only Gen 1 starter in apparently from the leaks is Charmander.
which I'm cool with that.
So you can catch a Charmander?
Yeah, that's
Probably.
Like, it also is cool. So it's definitely nerd preferred because green is made the cut, dark green is regional, and white is Thanos snapped.
Oh,
so
I
they
love that.
actually
That's
like
awesome.
tied them together. And
Gene,
said
make
that
sure
was
you
super
save
fun.
that link so we can put it in show
Yeah,
notes as
I'll look
well.
at that, and then so you can see all of this. This is all the Gen 1s.
Yeah.
It looks like that are going to make it. There's some more than Gen 1. There's more than that, but yeah,
That's
so
crazy. It's
a
also
lot of Pokemon
crazy
didn't make it.
How many Pokemon just like exist?
Yeah,
Like
it's
how
probably
many at
thousands
this
right now.
point have been made? That's crazy to think about. But yeah, I'm gonna be a Grookey. I'm gonna start with a grass Pokemon. So
That's cool. I might
Ready for
I might
it.
be a rebel because no one's gonna pick the bunny and pick the bunny.
you're gonna be Score Bunny, dude.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna go off a score.
Were you
bunny.
the kind of person? Did you ever nickname your Pokemon, or
No.
just like I didn't either?
Never not.
I did nickname all my Pokemon in Pokemon Go.
You probably named your character Ash Ketchum.
No, I did Chris. I did always keep Lincoln Legend of Zelda though.
Yes.
I never changed it from Link.
Always.
Yeah, you got to be a psychopath to change Link's name. You know, like that's just
Yeah, like who are you?
Yeah,
who do you
what do you-
think you are?
yeah, what do you think
better
you're-
than Link?
yeah. What do you think you're doing? Well, Colin Farrell's gonna be Penguin.
Oh, nice transition.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Speaking of Pokemon that look like Penguin, Colin Farrell.
Is there a penguin Pokemon?
Better.
Yeah, there's an
There was a-
I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't stop playing by that point.
Empoleon or something like that?
Yeah, it's a water Pokemon. It's a penguin.
Yeah. He was like an emperor.
He was a
right?
starter or something, right? Yeah.
No, I don't think he was a starter, but
Whatever.
yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good. I like Colin Farrell. He's like the perfect, like smooth bad guy, which I'm not as educated in who the Penguin is, so I don't like as a character.
He's
so I
Danny
don't know if
DeVito.
he'll be able to, right? But I don't know if like Colin Farrell fits Danny DeVito, right? And that's kind of the only reference I have.
I mean, he probably fits Danny DeVito.
So I'd be interested to kind of see how he plays that role. I think it's going to be a more like suave Penguin, which will be kind of cool instead of just like overly ridiculous.
What has Colin Farrell been a bad guy in?
Fantastic Beasts.
Yes.
How do we
Yes.
feel about that performance?
Movie, not great. Performance, yeah,
Like
okay.
like a C minus. If we were to, like, I feel like when I saw this, I was like, whoa, Colin Farrell's a good actor. But then I'm thinking about it like, I don't know if I've seen a movie that I think he's awesome in, but I'm probably just not thinking about something that's super obvious.
Yeah, he was in. Let's see, I got his IMDb. Let's
He
see
was
what he's
in
got.
SWAT.
He was in SWAT, yes. He was also in Ben Affleck's feature-length film of Daredevil. He was,
He was in Daredevil.
Feature length
He was
film.
Bullseye.
he was Bullseye. So
Was he
the-
Bullseye?
Yeah, he was the main villain in
What?
Ben Affleck's Daredevil. Yeah.
He was in Alexander.
Oh,
That was a great
man.
movie.
He was in the. Hey, you guys seen The Lobster?
What?
There's
That
a
was
movie
like
he's
a
in
thing
called
he
The
was actually
Lobster.
in?
Yeah, that's the first thing that shows up on his IMDb page. Unknown for. I think that it's probably won like a bunch of awards. But it's cool. I mean, I think he's going to do a better job than other guy, formerly fat guy, would have been
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill.
Dude,
Yeah.
I still kind of would have loved to see
Nice
that.
description.
I mean, I've blanked on his name. I did. How else can you describe him? Super bad guy.
Yeah, that's a pretty
Yeah,
good description.
that
I
would've
probably know
worked.
who you are. One of three. And I don't know McLovin's name. So,
McLovin.
That's all you gotta know.
well, I was
He's
talking about his,
forever
like-
locked his name into being McLovin.
yeah, he's like Daniel Radcliffe. Daniel Radcliffe will never not be Harry Potter. McLovin will never not be McLovin, you know?
I feel like Daniel Radcliffe could shake it. I mean, Emma Watson shook it.
Did she?
Did she, though? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's in other stuff, and like you don't think the whole time like, oh, this is Hermione.
No,
Speak for
I
yourself.
100%.
That's
Speak
just
for
that's
yourself.
just you're just over there getting weird though.
Am I? I mean, is this what I think? That's her like most.
I don't
prominent
feel
role.
like Ron could ever be in anything else and not be. I don't even know his name.
Rupert Grint.
There you
Rupert.
go, Rupert. Grint.
Rupert. He's done. He can't be in anything else.
Yeah, I don't.
At least Daniel
honestly,
Radcliffe has tried. He tried to be in he was in like a zombie movie or something where like, y'all know what I'm talking about. I feel like
he was
people
in
know
The
what I'm
Woman
talking
in
about.
Black. He was in Horns. It's like he
What
was
was
a
this?
devil. I don't know if he's in a zombie
We're
movie.
so
He's in a
off
devil
topic.
movie.
Zombie movie. Daniel Radcliffe. I'm as soon as I see the
I
name,
really don't think he was in a zombie
he was
movie.
definitely.
He was in that weird movie, Swiss Army
Swiss
Man.
Army Man.
That is not a zombie movie at all.
I think it's kind of one. It's not like a zombie
No.
movie. It's like in the.
I mean, he's a dead body that can like do things, but he's not like a.
Okay, whatever.
It's not a zombie movie though.
He's in a movie with a dead body that does stuff. I don't know how to describe. That's one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen. I don't know how else I can describe it.
It definitely is one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen. But
I've
Yeah.
never
So for
seen
lack
it,
of
so-
better terms, I'm going to land on zombie movie since you guys are really splitting hairs on my words tonight. Cool. Anything on that? Because Matthew McConaughey, he's going to be Harvey Dent, apparently.
allegedly, yeah.
which would be
Apparently.
awesome. I just need Harvey
Let
Dent
it-
to drive a Buick in that movie.
All right.
All right.
Didn't Matthew McConaughey lose like a lot of weight? Doesn't he look weird now?
No,
He
he,
did
did for
for-
Dallas Buyers
Yeah,
Club.
and he won an Oscar for it.
Yeah,
so
he lost a lot of weight for that movie.
But like, didn't he like never? He like still looks weird, right?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I heard. I was reading an article like he lost a ton of weight, but then he tried to gain it all back, but then like his body just like changed. Like his
I wouldn't
body
doubt it.
composition
He, like-
changed.
I mean-
I know he lost like a ton
Yeah,
of
he
weight
lost
for
a
that
ton
movie.
of weight for that movie. Do y'all remember when he got arrested for playing the bongos in his house without clothes on?
I don't remember that,
Yeah,
but
that's such a ridiculous thing.
that
to get
definitely
arrested
sounds like a
for.
Matthew McConaughey. Blah, blah. Yeah,
Hey thing. Yeah.
Matthew
Go ahead and
McConaughey thing
rewind
happened.
that.
Parker, do you remember in college when all of us got together and did Mechanica?
I do. I was actually never like there for it.
You're gonna have to give some
But-
context to what McConaughey
But
is.
yes, I was. I do remember when we used to like talk about it and do it all the time. but I don't think I
Basically,
ever
in
remember
college,
going to
we
it.
had a group of friends that literally we just wanted to watch Matthew McConaughey movies, and it was around the time that Hanukkah was around, and so we literally just like watched Matthew McConaughey movies and called it McConaughey.
That's
So
pretty
maybe
lame.
we should bring it back this year. It's coming up.
That's pretty
McConaughey's
lame.
coming up.
Wasn't oh god, what's the movie where the dog dies?
Old
Is
Yeller.
Marley and Me.
Marley and Me. Is he in that movie?
That's
Owen Wilson.
You are on fire tonight, boy.
Well, I mean,
Eating
last time I
up
saw
on
that movie was
fire.
like 2006.
I got you. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
What is the? He's in a sad movie, and I can't think of what it is.
He is in.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Heath Ledger.
No, I'm just kidding. I know that's Heath Ledger. He is in one that's like a chick flick though. I really can't think of the name of it. What is it? How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
That is him. He's also
Deal
in
with it.
Failure
There
to
you
Launch.
go. You got it.
Failure to Launch is a good movie. He's in that one. He's in a lot of rom-coms. That's kind of his zone. This is a safe zone, you know?
I'm thinking of one where he was like living on an island, but also feel like that describes every.
He was in Fool's Gold.
Fool's Gold. That's the
Great
one thing,
movie.
right? Yeah, that's a good movie.
He gets crushed with that golf club.
Dude,
in that
Matthew
movie.
McConaughey's in good movies. He's
Yeah.
the opposite of Will Smith. He's a horrible actor, but he's in awesome movies.
Speaking of Will Smith,
Oh, you're yeah. Show it off, dude.
representing Will
Yeah.
Smith's new clothing line,
Oh, show it, baby.
Bel Air
Bel Air
Athletics.
Athletics. So
That's a sick hoodie.
support 'em.
That's tough, dude.
I really am jealous
You know,
of that.
there you go. So
That's tough.
what a great transition and segue into me showing off my hoodie.
Yeah,
I had to find a way, you know?
And then let's see here. What's next? Into the Spider-Verse 2 confirmed.
Yeah, it's
A
I
trailer
heard.
dropped. I haven't seen this yet, but
I don't think a
I
trailer
don't know if
dropped.
a trailer dropped for it. Yeah,
what,
but
what happened?
It's
definitely
just been confirmed that it's coming out.
Like
that
they just
it's in
said it?
production. Like it's like
They haven't come up with any sweet graphics.
I think that maybe they have like a teaser image, but I mean, there's definitely not a trailer out yet. I think it's literally just like they confirmed that
Cool.
production is going to start.
Yeah, it definitely is like gonna happen.
I
and
really dug the first Into the
it
Spider-Verse.
was really good. Both the Iron Spider and Spider-Man 2099 are said to be in it. So
You know who hated Into the Spider-Verse? My wife.
Really
Hated it.
Hmm.
She just thought it was super lame.
interesting.
Yeah.
yeah, you know, so
She slept on the couch.
definitely multiverse there into the Spider-Verse. We're not going to talk about this specifically because it's only rumored at this point, but you know, there was a leaked fan poster dropped for the possibility of the new Doctor Strange movie, and it has a lot of characters in it, you know, and
Why are
The
we
na-
not talking about that?
well, the image is like has
Could
a lot of
be-
people in it, a lot of characters, but like there's the image itself is not confirmed to
Would
be.
you say
like,
that
what's gonna
that
happen in the
image
movie.
is quote unquote doctored?
What do I have to find? What do I have to
So, but
Google
yeah,
to
there's a
find
lot of
this?
people in it, but definitely the title of the movie is The Multiverse of Madness. So, you know,
Which
so
they could be
it's a
throwing us off again.
rumored
you never
image.
know.
You know, I don't know if it's going to be actually the poster. So, but it looked really cool, and I got really excited about it. But
Yeah, this kind of looks fake. We won't talk about that.
It's definitely doctored.
Sick, dude.
nice.
And then I don't have any clue what this. Oh, well, Fantastic Beasts 3 is in the works.
That's
We actually-
yeah,
we
that's
brought
all I had
this.
to say. Yeah. So November 12th, 2021, pre-production apparently. So
I didn't like the. I don't know how I feel about these
I don't
Fantastic
like
Beasts
'em.
movies. I think
don't
it
like
got weird when they introduced Dumbledore. I think that's when it got weird.
I just didn't like them. I mean, I just don't think they're good movies.
I
I
like
don't
the
think
first
Old
one.
Buddy's like that good of an actor.
I like
guy
the
who plays
first
Newt
one. The
Scamander.
first one to me was cool. The second one just was like, what?
The second one just tried to capitalize on a story that like people wanted to see. Like people always wanted to see that story, but they didn't like. I feel like write it for the story. They wrote it to like make a movie, like just make money out of it. You know.
Well, I mean, you got somebody that you're saying is a young Dumbledore that couldn't be less like old Dumbledore. Like the only thing that was resembling these two characters was their name. You know, like they didn't even try to like CGI old guy into like a young version. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You guys don't know? You don't agree? It was just like a guy, and he's like, all right, your name's Dumbledore, and you just do your best to act like this other guy who is obviously completely different than you.
Here's what I will say about Dumbledore. I think that Harry Potter has, like, even the books, and the last book specifically, has casted such a weird shade at who Dumbledore actually is that I don't even know what I think about the character.
But even the film version of Dumbledore that was on camera, the guy that they got to be on camera for the Fantastic Beasts movie as a young version of that, like they were nothing alike. Like they didn't even have similar accents. Like they just were not alike. You know, they didn't look similar. They didn't sound similar. They didn't behave similarly.
Jude Law.
Yeah, that was crazy, right? That was crazy, right? But no, I mean, I'm definitely gonna watch it because Regal Unlimited. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gene, you got it yet?
No.
Oh my goodness, Gene.
I'll say that I was not a fan of MoviePass because I thought it was just a complete ripoff, and I knew that it was gonna fail. I don't really understand how Regal Unlimited isn't failing, but I think it's worth it.
Dude, the Regal movie theater in Anderson, though, is definitely going to fail. They can't even have people out front to, like, take your tickets. You got to buy your tickets inside.
I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, who knows?
Chris got by MoviePass twice. Also, if you guys saw my hoodie pop into the other shot, I'm sorry. It was really hot, so I took it off.
Take it off, baby.
She's getting sweaty over
But I'm
there.
extra
Do it for the
nerd because
people.
check out the layer underneath, you know, representing Pikachu.
Oh, I was like, I don't know what your shirt is. I'm just got to pretend.
What's it say?
Pika Pika.
Pikachu. Now this is the thing I don't know what's happening. Disney and Pixar Soul. I don't know what that is.
So Disney Pixar, the studio, is dropping a new movie called Soul.
Oh, okay.
And they dropped a trailer for it, and it is made, well, by Pixar, who's made all these movies, but specifically this one is similar to Inside Out. So the way Inside Out took a look at depression and anxiety in children specifically and made it in a way that kids can understand it, Soul is going to do that with what seems like the afterlife. Now, I'm very interested to see what Disney's take on
It's going to get weird, dude.
It definitely is going to get weird. I mean, if you watch the trailer, we'll put the trailer in the show notes. It's going to be awesome, but it's definitely going to be weird.
This is going to get weird.
But it looks awesome. Like, it looks really... I'm, like, really excited for it. Like, and I'm really very excited for the new Pixar movie Onward that's coming out. That looks kind of weird, too. And it's kind of along the same vein because it's about the character's father dying. So it's about dealing with, like, grief and loss.
What are the chances in this Soul movie you see... Like, what if they just try to push, like, the most random religion ever?
The only thing you can really see about the afterlife is they're walking down a path in darkness and a really bright light shines. So that's the only thing the trailer gives away.
Dude, what if they just go full, like, Passion of the Christ? Like, just, this is be a Christian.
God.
Disney backs Christianity. Or what if they, like, bring people back as, like, plants and earthworms?
They could.
What religion is super into, like, reincarnation? There's probably a bunch, but it's Buddhism, right? Is Buddhism into that?
No, it's Hinduism.
No, it's Hinduism.
Hinduism.
Buddhism is about reaching nirvana.
Yeah, whatever. You can buy that on iTunes. They didn't know? iTunes wasn't around back then. Dude, Gene is not wanting me to talk about this right now. We can make fun of the silliness of religion. I'm a pretty profound Christian, but I think there's a lot of silly things about Christianity. You know? Like, we read half a book that wasn't even written for, you know, like the Old Testament wasn't even written for Christians. We just claim that as ours. But it's not. It's for Jews.
Interesting.
You know, I don't know. There's a lot of weird things.
That is true. That is true.
Part of me wants to keep talking about this because you guys are clearly uncomfortable talking about religion right now.
I mean, I'm not uncomfortable. It's just, you know, a little off topic.
But this movie does look good.
I haven't seen anything about it, but it's probably going to be interesting, or it's going to get super weird, but it'll still be interesting. Part of me hope it's just like the weirdest-ish ever.
I think it definitely, I mean...
What if they try to create their own religion?
I mean, I'm sure they're definitely not going to tie it to any religion. There's no way Disney would do that.
So this is the afterlife, according to Walt.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. That's definitely what it's going to be. I don't think that's like making a religion, though. It's just an interpretation of the afterlife or... some sort of.
I want to see Mickey Mouse appear as the Grim Reaper.
We'll see.
You never know, I guess.
It could happen. Oh, Steamboat Willie.
All right. Well, you guys ready to get into it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm ready to talk to positive things about Disney.
All these things are positive. Disney does not make bad things.
Princess and the Frog.
Oh, I don't know.
I didn't like it.
I feel like if you just like took a poll of the universe, all living things that knew what Princess and the Frog were, I feel like that would probably come out like.
You think people love it?
I don't know about love.
I just didn't love it.
Like if 51% was like they liked it, I feel like most people would grade it as a 51 or above. But let's get into our main digestion here because we've already talked about it. Apparently, I'm not allowed to use generalizations. On November 12th, Disney Plus is dropping, and it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be amazing. Have you pre-ordered it yet?
No, I haven't pre-ordered anything in my life ever.
That's not true.
Except for like video games back in the day. But I don't even do that now because they burned me so many times.
That is true. Video games are a tough
what? Maybe I'm completely missing it. You can pre-order a subscription service. Why would you pre-order that? Do you get a benefit for pre-ordering it?
I think it's like so that you have it's already downloaded, so you don't have like less queue times or some. They pitched it some way in the pre-order thing, so I don't know exactly. There were some like specific pre-order bundles you could get, but they're going to be bundling.
Did you get a pre-order bundle?
Post-order.
You got a pre-order bundle?
No,
you
not
did?
yet. We probably will get a bundle though, because I mean, you can bundle ESPN Plus, Spotify, Hulu, Disney Plus. You can basically bundle everything I care about for $16 a month.
Yeah, I already do a bundle for Spotify and Hulu, so I'm sure I'll just
add on Disney Plus for $6 a month.
Did you get that email that says that you're entitled to a free Google Home Mini? I got an email for that because of my Spotify.
I'm not buying
Premium
that.
subscription.
Yeah.
I don't
So
trust
I'm gonna
anybody
try
that's
it.
trying to give me that. My favorite thing about those Google Home Minis and Google Home and Alexas is like it's just so obviously like companies just like listening to what you're talking about and then trying to sell that stuff to you. But it's just like it's so in your face that it's just like, whatever,
I love it. I think it's very useful and very much something that is the future.
Yeah, it's gonna
But
be.
yeah, I mean, they definitely can definitely listen to
At this
thoughts.
point, I just feel like it's so normalized. Like it's so obvious that, I mean, I don't know. Like they can say they don't, but like Facebook and like the whole like you text about cat food and then you get a cat food ad on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like all that stuff is so connected at this point that it's like whatever. Just I can't escape it now. So just bring it on.
Market it to me.
Just bring it on, baby. But let's get into our main digestion here. Gene, can you actually bring up this list of all the stuff that's going to be launching at Disney Plus? So we can just kind of go through this. This is actually going to be very educational for you because I haven't really talked about
this.
Disney
Is
Plus in a
an
while.
extensive list.
Really?
Very extensive.
All right,
There's a lot coming to Disney Plus.
So I'm going to pitch it to you first here, Chris. What are some things off the top that you're kind of hype about?
Off the very top, you want me to just go down the list, or you just want me to tell you some things that I'm excited about personally?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I want to go down a list, but I'll be looking through some things here. But you talk to me about some stuff you're excited about.
The one thing that I'm excited about more than probably anything is all the Disney Channel original movies. So like things like Luck of the Irish, Brink, Double Teamed, Johnny Tsunami.
You're telling me I can watch Brink whenever I want?
Yes.
Are they going to upscale it? Like, is it going to look normal on a flat screen television?
Ooh, I mean, I don't think you'll have like the like bars on the side.
Dude,
or
because
whatever.
my wife rented what was it, Halloween Town or whatever, one of those like
Halloween
Disney
Town.
movies, and
it was like in standard.
yeah, it was like
box.
in standard. It was like made for like a box television.
I don't know. But, I mean, I'm just excited to go through and watch all those because, I mean, 8 o'clock every single night, your boy's watching Disney Channel.
There is a lot of.
And I am
stuff
so
on
excited
here.
about Disney Channel original movies.
We talked about this a little bit a couple episodes ago, but there's so much stuff on here.
There is so
Crazy.
much. One of the things I think is funny is there is a show, maybe it's a movie, but it's called The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes.
What?
The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes in 1969 is when it came out. So go ahead, give me a little plot. What do you think The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes is about?
What?
There you go,
Nothing.
right here.
It's about nothing.
Do you think it's about bots that you make to be able to order Yeezys? Gene's been about that life.
I have been. About
Wait,
that
what's the
life,
exact
no longer.
title?
The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes.
Computer Wore Tennis Shoes.
I'm gonna say
I
it's about a
highlighted it.
bot.
I actually found it. I actually found it on the.
You found like a summary, or you found it
No,
on
I
the
found
list?
it on the list. It's right there.
I mean,
I need to watch that. I need to know.
I assume it'll be about some sort of like like whatever the bots that they make to auto buy tennis shoes and resell them. Assume it's probably just some like docu-series on that. You know what I'm talking about?
Bro, that's what I've literally been talking about since I read that the first time.
Yeah. My wife texted me, so I wasn't listening for a second there.
That's okay. Yeah, that, I don't know what that's about. Let's see what else we got. The Barefoot Executive, 1971. What do you think that's about?
Who knows?
A bear. Okay, this is gonna be.
Hit me with it.
Do we know if it's live action, animated?
I have no idea. 1971.
Okay.
So
it's
probably
in the
not
70s.
Oh, it could be animated, yeah.
Yeesh. Dude, there's some old movies on here. What? Dude, stuff from
Yeah.
the 30s? I didn't even know we had television in the 30s, dog.
It's crazy.
What? I didn't know we had
oh.
I didn't know we had cameras in the 30s.
Here's a movie I'm excited about. The Strongest Man in the World. It's a documentary about Christopher Bryan Shaw.
Yeah, so as I'm looking, this is like
So dumb.
overwhelming. So, okay. All the Star Wars movies being on there is dope. Endgame is going to be on there, right?
Yeah, so they
Yeah, apparently.
actually hid until this past week.
Why would they hide that?
It's just a hype thing, just to like build anticipation for it. But Endgame is going to be on there when it drops. Which
I
is
hate
pretty
to
awesome.
say, but that's definitely going to be the first thing that I watch, which is definitely lame of me, but it probably will be. Because I've been wanting to watch it again. You know?
Yeah, I definitely am very excited to watch it. And speaking of Endgame, I got Casual Thor right here, bobblehead edition. He's a little fat. I need to buy the actual. Have you all seen the actual
You can
Fat
see
Thor
his head wobble on
bobblehead?
the scoop.
You're telling me this whole list is going to be on here at launch? For
At
real?
launch. Yep.
This is like
DuckTales.
A lot of
overwhelming.
stuff.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I used to love that movie when I was a kid. It's a little creepy though.
Dude, do not tell me Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is going to be on here.
It is, bro.
Don't freaking tell me that. Is
It
that serious?
Yeah.
Bro.
There's so much. Honey, I Blew Up the Kids on here.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids came out in 1989, dude.
Isn't
That is
crazy?
kind of crazy. I definitely didn't think that. It came out before I was born.
What's going to be the first thing you watch?
Boy Meets World.
The series?
Yeah, the whole series.
Hmm.
That's probably
That's
that's
good.
going to be like the way
Solid.
my wife watches Friends, when she just puts it on when she's not doing anything. That is what I'll be doing with Boy Meets World.
I wish I liked Boy Meets World more than I do.
Dude, have you ever like watched it through?
Well, the early seasons are awesome, but the later seasons, it gets kind of hard to watch.
I
Like when they
it.
go to college and stuff.
I like it.
I mean, I don't know how many. I
like-
don't know how many
I
seasons. they
will
were
tell
at
you my
college,
least
but-
favorite character in Boy Meets World. I can't even remember her name. Maybe it was
Topanga.
Robin.
Oh my!
No, the
Wow.
girl that lived with
Topanga.
the girl that lived with oh my gosh, in the apartment with them. What was her name? She had
No clue.
red hair. I think it was
No clue.
Robin.
Dude,
Or
Bonkers
Wendy?
is going to be on here. I used to
I can't
play
remember
that.
the
I used to shred that game on Sega Genesis when I
Oh
was
yeah,
like
Bonkers.
7.
Yeah. There's a ton of stuff on here.
Man, this is kind of throwing me back. The animated series DuckTales.
Dude.
Gargoyles.
You'll get to hear
Shut up, Gene. You tell me Gargoyles is going to be on
Yeah,
here?
Gargoyles.
dude.
That was made by Disney?
1994.
Yeah.
That show was awesome.
It was great.
That used to
Dude.
come on. That used to be like the first version of like Toonami. You guys remember?
Kazam?
Dude,
I'm
it
gonna hit
came
you.
on. You mean Shazam?
No, Kazam
Ah,
with
bro,
Shaquille
I'm gonna
O'Neal.
hit you with A Bug's Life is gonna be on here.
No, dude. So Gargoyles only came on at like 11:30 p.m.
That
'Cause it was too
Real
dark.
Monsters. It
Flubber.
said that was
Oh,
like
Flubber's solid.
And Gargoyles had the coolest action figures.
Mighty
Guys, do y'all
Joe
remember
Young.
in A Bug's Life that huge like caterpillar? That
All
came
right,
out
we're
and
gonna
said,
have to
"I'm
narrow.
a beautiful
We're gonna have to narrow this
butterfly."
down. All
Yeah,
right,
you
so
guys got to everybody pick your top 3. Chris has already kind of said it.
all right,
Ooh, my top 3. I'll go first then, since I've already said it. Boy Meets World, excited. I'm gonna go with Smart House. Is one of them. That's one of my favorite Disney Channel original movies. And I'm gonna go with another Disney Channel original movie, Luck of the Irish. I love Luck of the
dude, my
Irish.
3 are gonna bang all over yours, dude.
Those are just my personal favorites. I mean,
I don't care. These are gonna
What are
bang
they?
on you, dude.
Hit them.
All right, Flubber,
Yeah, that's solid.
Brink,
Okay.
and the brave little toaster goes to
Dude.
Mars.
Wow.
I love
Nice.
The Brave Little Toaster.
You remember that movie?
Nice.
I do.
Yeah, baby.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, baby. Gene, yours is about to be bad. You still looking?
So no, so I just saw this, and so an extremely goofy movie is on here. So does that
was
mean the
terrible.
OG is good on here? Is going to be on here?
Yeah, it's on
Goofy
here.
movie.
It's
Okay,
like-
that's
yeah.
definitely going to be one of mine. So Goofy movie, which I was telling you guys earlier. That movie will always hold a special place in my
Yeah.
heart because summer circa 2008.
Dude, that's when he graduated.
Also single and ready to mingle, self-partnered Gene. Worked at a YMCA summer camp, and my camp name was Powerline. So
there you go. Dude, something really funny, Gene,
movie
that I just saw on this list. Wizards of Waverly Place, the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Gene this summer, when we went out to Seattle, my brother, for some reason, got like so obsessed with that movie and the fact that we hadn't seen it. And so we actually
did watch it.
watched this like 2 months ago.
Yeah, we did.
With my brother in Seattle.
Wait, is that a show or?
It was a
That's
show, but it's like a movie that like came out. That means the Even Stevens movie is going to be on here?
Yeah.
Is Even Stevens the show on here?
I mean, I would assume so, but who knows?
I feel like that's the kind of show though. If you rewatched, you would hate it.
But
Dude,
so yeah,
I don't know. Beans, bro?
definitely. Oh, have you guys seen him?
Yeah, he looks bad.
Time has not been
Even
good
Stevens
to him.
is on here. Let's go.
But I'll definitely pick a Goofy movie. So I'll replace one that I was actually excited that I've never seen. Gordon Ramsay Uncharted, just because I love him. But I'll replace that with a Goofy movie. Nightmare Before Christmas.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
That's going to be a great one. I'm going to watch that. And Jungle to Jungle.
Dude, I love that
Tim
movie.
Allen. Mimisiku.
Mimisuku.
You know?
You know what I watched recently that's
love
kind of
that. I
like
used to
that
watch it all the
movie?
time.
I watched George of the Jungle recently with
Yeah.
Brendan Fraser. Watch out for that tree.
It was right before he hit his peak in The Mummy, and then everything went downhill.
Everything did went down. Bad.
I'm looking at a picture of Beans right now.
It's-
Gene, can you pull this up?
No, I'm not going to do that to
Gene.
that poor man.
Bro, he did this to himself.
Yeah, he put himself on blast. We don't need to put him on blast in a public space.
I mean, you can get a toupee, you know,
Whoa.
or hair plugs or something. It's 2019. You got solutions. You're rich, you know.
But yeah,
Dude, there's no way he's rich.
I mean,
Not a
I
chance
would
he's
bet
rich.
he's got more money than me.
that's probably
Dude,
true.
I don't know. That dude's ruined his
All
life.
right, Stephen Anthony
Are
Lawrence.
you looking at
That's
his
his name.
net
Oh my
worth?
god, you dropped his full name.
I mean, what?
We're gonna give you social security number next.
I mean, you can Google Beans' name. It's not like private information. Hold on, I'm about to find his net.
Also,
worth.
apparently, all the like Spider-Man animated
There's
series
a
is
lot
gonna
of
be
things
on there.
here, yeah.
And so I remember that was like the TV show that like every single day when I got home from school, that's the first thing I watched was the animated Spider-Man TV show.
Do you think Stephen Anthony Lawrence has a net worth higher or lower than $1 million?
Ratatouille.
Probably higher by the way you're saying that, but I would have guessed lower.
Wally.
Gene, guess. Higher or lower? 1 million.
I'll go lower just for the sake of
Both wrong. Trick question. He
Juxtaposition.
has a net worth of $1 million.
like literally
Wow.
exactly 1 million. Not at is it like $1
Well, I'm
more
assuming
or
this-
like $3?
I'm assuming
more?
this Google search doesn't have access to his bank account, but it says 1 million.
Huh. Interesting.
How does Google
What
know
else is
that?
on? Dude,
How
there's
would
so
you
many-
ever know that?
I'm still scrolling. on
Dude,
this
do you
list
think
of stuff.
Sister
looking at it all the
Sister's on here? Did y'all ever watch Sister Sister? Sister
Wreck-It Ralph,
Sister.
The thing is, like, that really scares me a bit about this is I had no idea, like, Disney was this far reaching.
It's scary. They own everything.
And this is just entertainment.
Sister Sister
So
is
much
not
stuff.
on here.
Girl Meets World.
Is that so Raven on here?
Big Hero 6?
I feel like
There
at
you
this
go,
point,
Chris.
you guys are just saying a random show and then asking if it's on here and then going down the
I mean,
list.
they're Disney shows.
I'm like legitimately scrolling through
Hey,
it and calling
the-
them as I yet.
Hey, I'm going to get honest with you guys.
Tell me, man.
Go ahead.
This might even be a movie that's on this list, but there was a movie called The Cheetah Girls.
Oh yeah, dude.
I don't remember.
It's a Disney Channel original.
I don't
movie.
remember their names,
Moana.
but
There
there
you
was
go.
one of them that I had the biggest crush on.
Raven
Yeah.
Simone.
No, it wasn't Raven. Raven, yeah, no. Raven's the girl Nessa Raven, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
She
so
was a cheetah girl as well.
I knew she was in it, but she was not the one. But
So is the blonde or the red hair? Because there's only a blonde and red hair.
I don't know, man. For the sake of this, I'll say blonde, but I don't know. I
We'll
mean,
just-
it's
we'll just
been
take a guess.
it's been-
Generalization, right?
literally decades since I've seen that movie. So,
So did you like watch it over and over? Because you're like, man, that girl's so hot.
I mean, I didn't like watch it over and over again, but it
Oh,
came on a
finally.
lot when on Disney Channel.
I finally got to the end of the list, guys.
The Disney Channel originals that stand out most to me are Brink. Dude, you guys, oh man.
Gordon Ramsay Uncharted.
Hey,
that's
you want to
not
know
honorable mention.
a show that shook me to my core? Goosebumps, bro. That show
Yes.
was. I guarantee that's going to be on here.
I think
Goosebumps was scary, dude.
Was Goosebumps Disney?
I don't know. Probably.
I don't.
There's
I
a
feel like
lot
it
of
came
shows,
on the
man.
Disney Channel. Maybe. I guess I'm also kind of putting together that all these things came on the Disney Channel, and so they probably just owned all that. Do you think in like 15 years, like there's only going to be like 6 companies that just own everything?
I think that's the way it's trending, but I think there's a tipping point. So, but I don't know what that would be, because I feel like that's the way TV was. Like all the local TV stations is what everything ran through back in the
like
40s
legitimately.
and
How
50s.
far away are we from just there being Google, Apple, Disney, and Verizon wireless?
I'll go less than 5 years. It's gonna happen quick.
Less than 5
Dude,
years.
it's
think
gonna
so?
happen quick. It's gonna happen fast. Because
I mean,
these companies are going to make all this money and they're going to start buying out people like crazy. I mean, we've already seen Disney start it. I mean, they've been...
yeah, but isn't there like clauses in like just like the business world and like our society in general that like you can't have a monopoly? Like companies are not allowed to technically.
But that's the
have
thing is
monopolies.
all these work against each other. It's going to be an oligarchy. Like they're all going to be like...
Yeah, like
ruling
there's
the
going to be
market together.
Disney Energy Company.
Not
you
an
know-
oligarchy. Maybe. Hold on, let me look it up.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely can't have monopolies. But at this point, like, Amazon owns like 98% of the infrastructure of the internet. You know, like, it's already basically a monopoly. And so that's the thing is, like, honestly, without getting too political here, but that's kind of like the whole...
I'm loving it.
what's the thing? The net neutrality.
Oh god, I remember that.
Yeah, you remember when those old guys
That was
didn't know how
funny.
Facebook made money?
All right, here we go. Definition: oligarchy, a small group of people having control of a country, organization, or institution. It works.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like there's no reason, like let's talk about streaming services for a second. Why would you own Hulu after this? I mean, like, if it wasn't a part of Disney, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously you can do a package of Disney Plus, but like, why would you own Netflix after this?
Well, I think that's kind of the thing is Netflix. The thing that's keeping Netflix afloat is they are trying to create proprietary assets, right? So like Stranger Things.
Good word.
The things that only exist on their platform. And so that's what, since Netflix can't have any Marvel movies, no Star Wars movies, all these big
But let's
ticket
be completely
items.
honest. Are you going to stay subscribed to Netflix year round to watch Stranger Things once a year?
I mean, I think that people will probably have to make that decision. I don't think personally I have to. And so I'll keep it just for the sake of having more options because I like that. But I definitely don't
But
think
all
like,
of
you
these
have
networks
to.
are breaking apart, right? So there's about to be a Fox streaming service and a whatever streaming service and a whatever streaming service. And, you know, every single network is going to have
I'm
their
going to
own
go ahead
thing.
and predict it right here. In the next 5 years, Amazon's going to buy Netflix.
I'll tell you, and if they don't get bought, they won't exist.
I think Amazon's going to buy Netflix, and they're going to get rid of Amazon Instant Video because it's stupid. Amazon Prime Instant Video. and
Honestly,
they're
I'm going
gonna
to tell you
take
today,
Netflix.
right now, there's better stuff on Amazon Instant Video than there is on Netflix. There's nothing good on Netflix. And in 6
Maybe.
months, there's going to be nothing worth watching on Netflix.
I mean, Amazon has made, I think, in my opinion, for the first time in this past year, they've started making good TV shows. Before then, they were awful. Terrible.
Yeah, but even just the movies that you have access to. The movies right now on Amazon Instant Video are better than the movies on Netflix.
Not the free version.
You think that?
I'm
Wait, no,
telling
the
you,
free
not
version. I'm not talking about the free version.
Well, the Amazon Instant Video, you can rent anything in the world for $3. Yeah, I mean, you have access to anything. I'm talking about like Amazon Instant Videos are like a separate.
Oh no, yeah,
thing.
the movies are. You think
They're
that, but the
awful.
movies on Netflix are garbage. There's not any good movies anymore. They've all been basically everything that was owned by Disney, which was most of the good stuff, is being pulled.
Yeah,
What are the good movies on Netflix right now?
I don't know. I'd have to pull it up, but I'm sure there are some.
Dude, it's getting dry bones, bro. I'm telling you. You think like the perception of Amazon Instant Video is that it's like worse than Netflix, but right now it's better because they actually like have stuff on there.
I'm telling the fact that it is integrated with Amazon service as a wide that you can rent anything in the world for $3. Yes, Amazon is better, but I still think Netflix has a market and they're better. Just the like live video service, not live video, the video service. I think.
You mean like
Netflix
the
is
app?
winning. No, so the way Amazon works, if you have Amazon Prime, you have access to Amazon Instant Video.
Right.
Is a separate thing than Amazon's library of every movie that's ever
Right. I'm not
existed.
talking about the stuff that you can rent on Amazon. I'm talking about the stuff that you get with Amazon Instant Video.
Yes. It's not good. They have just started they have 4 good TV shows that have come out in the past year.
What are the 4 good TV shows on Netflix that aren't like that will be on there in 6 months?
Netflix.
Yeah, that will be on there in 6 months.
You got Stranger Things. I'm a terrible person to ask this because I don't really like TV shows.
But no, that's the point. Is there aren't more after that? There's Black Mirror, which comes out with 3 episodes a year. There's you're getting dry bones after that, and those are 2 of my favorite shows. But I'm telling you, I probably will be unsubscribing to Netflix. I mean, I get everyone is different, but it's getting
I mean, here's my thing. It's $10 a month.
Especially when things like The Office is gone. The Office is literally the only reason I subscribe to Netflix. Friends is already off of it, right? Or is it going to be soon?
They extended it, but it's going to be soon, yeah.
Right. So those 2 things right there are the most watched things on Netflix today. And
You think that's true? Or
The Office is the most watched thing on Netflix. I'm pretty sure Friends is second. Let's look. Most watched on Netflix. Apparently the thing that what is Triple Frontier? Apparently that's been the most like single watch thing at 52 million streams of it. But yeah, I don't know exactly. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
we'll see. The world's changing. The way we intake technology is changing.
You're just getting cable again. That's what's gonna happen. Is like all these things are. Netflix was dope because I'll quit talking about this. Netflix was dope because it was like a mass streaming thing, but Disney Plus is gonna be dope because soon. You're getting like the nostalgia factor.
Yeah,
bro. I'm telling you, nostalgia is one of the greatest selling points on earth.
Not to mention,
you are going to get new content. You're going to get to relive literally the entirety of your childhood entertainment. You want to watch Gargoyles from when I was 5, you're going to be able to. You're going to be able to watch Even Stevens from when I was in middle school. I'm going to be able to.
And they're sinking money into new series, Mandalorian, Obi-Wan. I mean, there's...
Yeah, we haven't even talked about that stuff. Like, how much better is The Mandalorian and all the Star Wars and thing than anything that's going to be on Netflix? Like, maybe with the exception of Stranger Things. You know what I'm talking about? Like, but that'll be... What did you say the other day that they were going to... maybe it wasn't you, but The Mandalorian was going to start out with like 22-hour episodes or something like that? Obi-Wan? Like, that's dope, bro. That's going to be awesome.
It'll be out on Tuesday.
Eat your heart out, Netflix.
The day after this drops.
The day after this drops. Get ready.
Subscribe to it. It's gonna be cool. I'm ready. I'm gonna be knee deep in it. But let's flush with some stuff real quick. Gene, you got anything?
No, but you know what we need to do?
Flush.
You always gotta hit that, man.
I know, but
come on,
we're running out of time.
Come on. Well, it's because you and Chris.
I honestly blame it on the beginning when you guys were yelling at me about
Chatty Cathy's.
Yeah, the problem's always the beginning.
Always.
I do actually have something to flush with.
Okay.
I canceled WoW.
Wow.
I understand it. You probably didn't have much time to play it, right?
I didn't have a lot of time to play it.
And
I'm really sad.
It is a time sink. You've got to be committed to play.
I'm really sad. I hadn't played it in like a month. So I just went ahead and canceled it. But you know what I'm going to use that money for potentially?
What?
Disney Plus, baby. Disney Plus, baby. Disney Plus, baby. Are you going to unsubscribe to Netflix or are you going to stay subscribed?
I just want you guys to also know, I don't actually have Netflix currently, but like I just want you guys to know, like to see how Kevin is actually talking into his microphone right now. So he literally took his microphone that was on a nice little stand on the table.
Bro, only
and
God
he picked
can
it
judge
up
me, dog.
And he's holding it.
I got one judge.
So there you go. But yeah, that's what I canceled WoW. So
what if I sat like this all the time? Would that be cool?
You would develop scoliosis.
Bro, there's no way I don't have scoliosis. Before I go off on this rant.
But yeah, so canceled WoW. Hopefully Disney Plus will be incoming. So, but wishful thinking because this is going to drop on 11/11. So maybe I'll make a wish.
I'm making one right now.
Because when you wish upon a star.
Gene, you and Chris got to get PCs. That's what I'm going to flush with. I want you guys to get PCs.
Oh, there you go. That's nice.
That's a good one.
Oh, I also flush with, bear with us in the technical aspect because we lost a light literally in the middle of this.
Which is awesome.
If you guys how's that look? Does that look okay?
I just look a little darker, a little more emo.
Do I look tan?
Dude.
I look
good.
good.
We just look like sad boys now?
Bro, let's put on
you don't look blown out, basically. anymore. So
Bro, if it's a little sunny outside, I like blown out.
you get burned.
Bro, I mean, you don't gotta make it. I was making the pale jokes. You didn't have to add on.
Sorry. Yeah, that's what I got. That's it.
All right, you guys got anything else?
I think that's it, man.
All right, well, you guys can follow us on all of our socials at Instagram and Facebook and Twitch and Twitter, all at NerdTurdPod.
Yeah.
And thanks for
And we have a YouTube now.
Oh yeah, that's true. Thanks for subscribing to our YouTube. Right now we don't have much of an SEO presence, so you actually have to type in NerdTurd Podcast.
Oh, do you want me to show them? I'll show them how to do it really quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
give them a tour.
Our complete list. YouTube. So, your main page. You go in. Nerd.
I hate that everything on my main
Turd.
YouTube page is
Pod.
mad and stuff.
And hit enter. Look at it.
Dude,
Top hit.
But look at Turd Nerd.
Top
below
is
us,
no.
bro.
Subscribe to him if you want to as well. You give him some love.
Don't subscribe to that guy.
But,
He's a Fortnite creator.
It's our first one. You
Look
can
at
see
that.
us.
102 listens.
Look at
Let's
that.
Go.
Look at it. Yeah. So there you go. That's it. That's us. So
Hit us up.
All right, so you can follow us on all those things. It'd be dope if you left us a rating on podcast, whatever it's called now,
Podcast.
Apple Pods,
Yeah.
Apple Podcast. And you guys have a great week binging Disney Plus.
Love it.
comes
Cue
up.
the music, baby.
Yep.
Cue it, baby.
Thank you for listening to the NerdTurd Podcast, a podcast devoted to consuming and digesting all things nerd and expelling it out for the world to hear. If you enjoyed listening, you can support us by following and subscribing on all social media platforms at NerdTurdPod and leaving us a rating and review wherever you listen. We hope we've given you something to digest in your nerd life. From all of us at NerdTurd, keep it nerd, and we'll see you soon.